Hi everybody, this is Tony Hibbard with the Assisted Band Director. I've got another video here for you, and this is how I start introducing different key signatures to my beginners, or in this case my second year students, because COVID has done to my program what it's done to all of your programs as well, and everybody's just behind. So first, I am in the Sound Innovations Method book. I don't want to get too much into the method book talk, but everybody, kind of has their own preference. And at some point, you will be introduced to key signatures, and hopefully you can learn from some of my mistakes and see if this helps you with it. The way I did this before is pretty much, you'd be introduced to, the note that would, let me zoom this in just a little bit, the note that changes the key signature, and then you have the new notes here, and then I just hope for the best and see if the kids would remember it, and we would get to this note right here and it would sound like a train wreck, and then I'd stop and I'd address it, and then we'd finally get it fixed, and then we'd come to the next song, which doesn't have right here. Okay, and then it'd be a train wreck, and then we'd stop and we'd fix it, and then we'd go to where it finally, on the next page, it'd go back to the right here again, and it'd be a train wreck. So anytime that concert A flat would come up, it would be a mess. And then the one thing that kind of is frustrating with Sound Innovations is it switches between B flat, concert B flat, and concert E flat, or those key signatures, which is great, but it doesn't. Let's see, I'm trying to make this make sense. Okay, so once we get to 80 here, it goes back to B flat major, but it doesn't have any notes that would show that they know the difference between B flat and E flat, if that makes sense. So my students would never understand the difference between E flat and A flat, because we didn't really get, it didn't really drive home the way it was introduced in the method book. So I started something new last year, and it really seemed to help, and I just wanted to pass this along to you guys. So what we do, obviously we learn the new note that's up here, and then we come to this one, and I actually have them write above the key signature E flat major. This way they start recognizing this key signature with that key. And then for those of you that have seen my other videos with my scale sheets, and I'll put a link underneath if you have not seen these videos before, but I have them find, and this is a flute book, I have them find the key signature in 78 on here, see which one matches, and then when they find it, it's concert E flat. Okay, and then all of my scale sheets, it's got the concert pitch up top, and then what it is for that actual instrument under here. So in hindsight, I probably should have done this with a clarinet book or a saxophone book, but anyways, here we are. Okay, so the first thing they do is they label the key signature, so they know that it's E flat or A flat. Okay, and then I ask them, what is the first note that they come to that is affected by this new flat, or natural sign if it's for the saxophones. And then we figure out that it's right here, so I have them actually write the flat sign in front of it, and then they go through and they find the rest of them. Okay, so they are actually going through and writing in their own accidentals, and this is kind of paving the way for them learning to sight reading. And then for the next exercise, I have them do it again. This is the key of E flat, and then they go through and they find all of the notes that are affected by that. All right, and then for when I'm going through all of these, for clarinets and trumpets, it's going to be a B flat, okay? And trombone, baritone, it's going to be A flat. So I will do, all right, is this a first finger flat or a knotty finger natural? Okay, my camera is kind of zooming or trying to focus on different things. So if it's a first finger flat, I'll go, all right, trumpets, first finger flat, clarinets, first finger flat, tuba, baritone, first finger flat. And then I've got 3 fingers up here. So I do a really awkward wave with my fingers to the trombones, and I go, and what position is that for you, trombones? And it's 3rd position. I've got 3 fingers up. And then for whenever we go back, so in number 80, okay, it's now going back to the concert B flat key signature, so they will write B flat for that. And while I go, all right, is this a first finger flat or a knotty finger natural? Okay, and then we'll discover that it's knotty finger natural, and then I do this awkward wave to my trombones again. And what position is that for you, trombones? 2nd position. Okay, so they can kind of start to build those connections. So for Sound Innovations, they start teaching key signatures on line 78. So everyone after that, I will start having them label what key signature it is. Okay? And I know somebody's probably going to make a comment that, some of these are in minor and you need to teach them minor and all that. And yes, I understand that, but I'm doing one thing at a time. And I'm not going to overload them with minor stuff. For now, I just want them reading key signatures, and if we have to refer to everything in a major key for now, then that's going to work just fine for me. And let's see, let me zoom back out here. And then we've got the same 2 key signatures for a while as they start to build their range up. And then 99, I tell my students that, all right, now we are switching between 3 key signatures. So they're going to write an F concert here. And then since the new note for that is a natural sign, they're going to go and put a natural sign in front of all of the E's, or the note that is affected by that. And if the situation presents itself, I will actually go into what accidentals do and how they carry through the measure and all that. But I kind of do that on a case-by-case basis. And again, with this, I have them find the key signature that lines up with it. And I'm trying to remember, Sound Innovations, I believe, only covers 4 key signatures. Let's see, let me zoom back out here. This is my first video on my new camera, and I'm not 100% sure how well this is going to turn out, because I got very used to how everything was done on my other phone. So if this ends up being really, really blurry for you guys, just let me know and I'll try to figure out something new. All right, so yeah, as I'm going through this, it looks like it's kind of a cool coincidence that lines up with my scales curriculum. Okay, so there's only 4 key signatures introduced in Book 1 of Sound Innovation, and it's the same 4 key signatures that's in my scale sheets. So we can kind of use that to go hand in hand with identifying all these and how the notes are different for each key signature. So as far as reading key signatures goes, my current 7th graders can read key signatures better than my current 8th graders. And the only big difference that I did was actually had them start writing in the accidentals in their method books. So hopefully this will work for you. If it does, let me know. If it doesn't, and you tried something different, let me know, because we can all use more tools in our toolbox. So if you've made it this long, please like and subscribe and let your friends know about it, and we will catch you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.